Go.
Hello class, it's Miss Bumphus again. We're doing our STEM today, and we're going to be looking at the alveoli and the mass airflow system to a car. We're going to compare the two because I know a lot of kids are going through in their science electrical current and electrons and things like that, and mechanical things. So part of STEM is engineering, so that's why I want to kind of relate the two. So let's get started with, we must be eating healthy every day, okay? We must implement vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin A, and zinc in our diets. Of course, all those other supplements are very important. You must have a very well-balanced diet. But make sure you're eating healthy, not a lot of junk food like from McDonald's or anything like that, okay? So, drink a lot of fluids, very healthy fluids, all right? Not sodas, not sugary drinks, but healthy water, Gatorade, things like that that's going to replenish your body with electrons, electrolytes and things that you may lose when you sweat out here in the sun. Now, speaking of sun, I just saw on Yahoo News that, like in my first video, I had mentioned how the sun may kill the COVID-19 virus. Well, the study's been done. It has pretty much confirmed that, but the government don't want to say that it's in concrete writing, but I'm like, what we got to stand on, okay? And if you look at our Spanish flu in 1918, one of the therapies that was used to cure those people that had that flu, which is similar to COVID-19, was hot and cold treatment. Getting very cold, getting hot. So heat is a very, very important factor in what I'm learning and seeing in killing off these this virus. I mean, it's flu season, it's the winter time, and you get the flu, and sometimes you don't hardly get the flu or anything, but there are cases where some people do get sick, but like I said, I mean, it's a seasonal condition. Mosquitoes, make sure you spray yourself too. Mosquitoes can carry the virus as well as it bites you and take your blood and go to the next person, bite them and carry that virus as well. Alright, so let's keep all of that in mind. Let's take care of ourselves, alright? Love this sun. It's our best friend. It keeps us warm. It keep that vitamin E flowing through our system and help us sweat out things we don't need. I mean, the sun, I mean, love it. Alright, energy. Alright, now let's talk about two other things, right? Before we get into our main thing. Let's talk about COVID-19 and how it affects those lungs, alright? At your bronchia tube, you have at the end of it 480 alveoli air sacs. They're called alveoli, okay? This is the workhorse of our system. When we breathe in, they expand. When we breathe out, it collapses. We breathe in, it expands, all right? So this is kind of how those 20% of severe cases of COVID virus, how those people are being affected, because this alveoli get filled up with mucus. When that cell start killing off your cell and by inserting it with an RNA strand, their poisonous RNA strand, it kills those cells and your body tries to fight everything off, but it can't, and then you end up getting all this mucus in your lungs, and your body can't get oxygen you need, is killed. So you die, and this is why a lot of people have to have oxygen systems or oxygen treatment. But this is the workhorse of our system. It gives our body the oxygen, our organs, and things that it needs, okay? So we're going to relate that to my car in a little bit, my mass airflow system. Let's look at median, okay? We have median here. We've been looking at median, range, and mode. Mode is the two numbers that repeats itself. So we have, with our mode, we have 7, the number that repeats itself. Range is your lowest number subtracted from your highest number. Alright, in this case, 11 subtract 3, which would be 8. Alright, so 8 would be our range. Our mean, add all of these numbers up and divide them by how many numbers you added up. And that'll give you an average. It's like giving you a school average, class average, alright? But we're going to look more at median, because median is using your whisker charts and your scatter boxes, all right, which middle school is used. So here, to get your median, you cross out the lowest, highest, lowest, highest, lowest, highest. You get the numbers in the middle. Here we have 2. We need one number. So you take those 2 numbers, add them, you'll get 13. All right? Divide them by 2, which we only added 2 numbers. That's how I got 2. and you get 6. 6 times 2 is 12. With 1 left over, 6.5. 6.5 is also, if you convert it to a decimal from a fraction, is 6.5. So our median is 6.5, okay? So that's how you work with median, all right? All right. Now, we're going to also look at reading. I have put on the website. On the website, we have Mrs. Gibbs' library. You can get millions of books there to read from. You got pre-K all the way through high school. You can read with your family alone. Keep in mind with those comprehension questions, the title, main idea, supportive details, why the author wrote the story. If it's to entertain us, inform us, describe something, persuade us, try to get us to change our mind. Author's purpose. We're going to look at the genre. Is it true? Nonfiction? Fiction? Not true. Poetry? Is it a poem? Drama? A play? Look at those things. Inference is what a lot of children are looking at right now. What will happen next in the story? Look at the theme. What did you just learn from this story? What's the moral of it? Okay? Look at contact clues, the big thing that a lot of children miss. How is this word, this unknown word, how is this word used in the story? Read around it, just kind of get an idea of what it means, all right? And make a very logical guess, all right? So we're going to look at those comprehension questions. All right, now let's look at my mass airflow system. All right, mass airflow system is like this alveoli of the lungs to your body. What this does for our car, it gets that air into our system, mixes with the gas, and create that combustion, the right gas and air mixture, which is a 14:7 ratio. Got to keep that ratio balanced. 14 air to 7 gas, and then it'll keep a regulation or keep your air and gas working through that engine properly, so your car will run properly. No sputtering, no cutting off, no smell of gas when not enough air in your car. I mean, all of those things, okay? So this is like our alveoli in our system. This is this is a workhorse unit in our car. So our car needs a good airflow system. Now, when it get clogged up, it works just like this alveoli in our lungs. Car can't breathe. So we got to keep this clean. This is a filter. As you can see, this is damaged. Too much air is going around this. Trash can even go around this. A healthy one or a good one looks like this. No holes around it. Inside of this, you have a little element here. It's metal. It regulates. It gets very hot and it helps regulate and send signals to other parts of your car, like the oxygen, O2 sensors and things like that, exhaust system sensors, all of that. It let the car know or send messages to there how it's going to regulate these air and what it needs to do. All right. So we have that little element. When it gets too hot, you press on the gas, more air flows through, cools this down, create that balance that we need for our car to work properly. All right. So you have, with our science, you have a lot of children are studying current right now. So your current is, the formula for current is resistance divided into your voltage. Your voltage is the amount of electrons that is flowing through your current. All right. The resistance, the different forms, is whatever. The voltage is the power. The resistance is what either creating or slowing that power down, or resistance, just like it says. Okay, so that's Ohm's law, okay? And he was the person that invented this. You should learn that in science, all right? And that formula is right here, current, resistance divided into voltage, all right? So this is what is happening with our mass airflow system. The car needs that air. It needs it flowing through it properly, all right? So, as you look and take a look here at my board that I have drawn, this is our mass airflow system. This is the elements here, and this is where I broke it down here. In between here, in this airflow system, you have a little element that gets hot. When you press on the gas, air flows through it and cools it off. If it gets too hot, you may even see your temperature gauge kind of rise above medium sometimes. That's a sign that it could be your airflow system, along with other things too. You know, you got to do a diagnostic or kind of have some kind of idea how everything works to narrow it down to what the actual fix may need to be. So this helps maintain that constant airflow through your car and through the system, all right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this healthy, nice mass airflow system and install it on my car because my car has been running really, really crazy, all right? So this is what I'm getting ready to do, all right? What I'll do is, this is the top of our sensor. You're going to have to put it here. And this is like our lung. Inside of this box is a filter, okay? So we will put this over here. Oh, can't get it there. Push it on really, really tight. Make sure it fits all the way back into that groove. We're going to tighten it up. And I like using these sockets because they work so much faster with tightening things up, okay? Than a little wrench or something. Alright, so that's pretty tight there. Now I'm going to take these screws, put it on each side. There's 4 corners here that goes on to this mass airflow sensor that secures it. I'm going to screw it on with my finger as tight as I can get. My dad always said women make the best mechanics. You got little hands and fingers. Alright, so put this here. If you don't get this tight, air can also flow around this unit and get into your system as well. And even though your mass airflow may be working properly, it will create still too much air, causing a malfunction irregularity in that air intake, alright? So, we're going to tighten these down, make sure they're pretty tight. I did pretty good with my fingers, but you don't want it too tight. You don't want to strip them or have problems getting them off when you need to work with them again. Alright, and then we have our sensor here. This plugs into here. This is what's in that voltage and an electronic signals through this airflow sensor, okay? So you've got to have that sensor there plugged in. And that's pretty much all you do. However, I'm going to crank this up just to see what it sounds like. Sounds great. So, that's how your car should sound. No sputtering, no cutting off, nothing. Not that and all of that. So, keep in mind, look at the website. Make sure you look for those books to read, Gibbs Library. We have our Chef Creations. Look on there, submit those pictures so that we can judge and you can get that $25 gift certificate, alright? So, take care of yourself. Remember, you don't want those lungs to be clogging up. Take those vitamins, get the sunshine,